Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's another day. Um, I'm on my way to get a haircut. Y'all see the hair starting to grow out on my face. I gotta keep it clean. And I had cut off my beard, but my wife kind of didn't like it. But now she said it's growing on her. But I cut it off for two reasons, right? So I want to be able um, to take care of it myself. You know what I'm saying? So that I can look fresh every day at work. So I'm thinking about getting me my own set of clippers because all it really is now is, since I ain't got no hair, it's just a bald head, shape up the mustache, and get the goatee right. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm doing this twofold. I got a homeboy who stays like on the opposite side of town from me, but he cut hair. His name is Josue. He cut hair out of his house. He made his garage into a barber shop. So I'm gonna go up there. But since I moved further away, I'm like a good hour with no traffic, probably an hour, 10 minutes away. But I ain't seen him in a minute, and I'm not the best person to keep up with friends or stay in touch. I'm really more, what do you call that? I'm more of an inside person. You know what I'm saying? If I see you every day, we'll talk. But if I don't see you, I probably do need to do better at that. But nevertheless, so I'm on my way driving up to see him and get a cut. But I don't know if today, I was thinking, right, I don't I don't I don't want to be limited as a religious channel or a spiritual channel or somebody that's trying to preach to you or show you things you don't know. I don't feel like that's what I'm about. Um, what I really feel like I'm about is I just want to walk this thing out. I want to show you my life as I walk this thing out. And as we go, share things that I believe. I know other people it's not unique to me, you know what I'm saying? But maybe if you watching my videos and you resonate with some of the spiritual things that I say, but you just can't express it. I know that in our world of religion, in American religion, they kind of frowned upon when you start to think deeper. You know what I'm saying? When you go deeper than what's on the surface of of what religion teaches us. And I don't even want this to be religious bashing or religion bashing. That's not what I'm trying to say. I was saved or not to use that terminology, but I was saved in a church. Um, I learned about God in the church. I learned about the spiritual aspects in the church. Um, so some of my best friends are still in church, and I don't see nothing wrong with whatever your belief system. That's your belief system. I don't hate you for it. I won't put you in hell for it. I don't think none of us really has this whole thing right. You know what I'm saying? Uh, none of us know none of us have it all right, right? We all probably got bits and pieces. I think that's the way God created it, right? So that you're not independent of yourself. You have to learn from other people to get a full concept, if that ever is a thing, to get a full concept of God. But God is so big, I don't even know if it's possible to get a full concept. But I do believe there is core things that you got to do, that we got to do as a people, right? God didn't create multiple races. He created one race, the human race. We just got to learn how to love each other. I mean, truly love each other. If we love each other, then we love him. And that's all I'm ever going to say about what you got to do. Now, what I woke up this morning to is I just want to have, I'm saying this to myself. You know what I'm saying? If you see it, you resonated with it, you want to talk about it deeper, drop a comment in here. Drop a comment down there and we can explore it further. If you disagree, I got to do better at handling people who disagree with me. You know, just don't try to put me in hell because you disagree with me. I think that's what religion teaches people. If it's not with what they line up with, then you're going to hell or you're a heretic. But if you look at religion, some of their greatest people of the faith who have moved the needle were once considered a heretic. Jesus was considered a heretic. You know what I'm saying? He was condemned by the religious people, you know what I'm saying, of his day, of his age, because he came to teach something different than what was currently being taught. But nevertheless, so let me share my thoughts with you, and you can do do what you want. If it's something good, take a little bit of it. If it's not for you, then kick it out. But anyway, what if just what we just what we read in the Bible, there's always a different meaning. There's multiple meanings to it. I believe that the Bible is a spiritual book. You know what I'm saying? So there's concepts in there that if you read it, yes, you can see it at a surface level, and you'll get a good understanding, and your life will be as fine. But there's also a deeper level, right? Uh, let me just start it with this because I could go deeper, but let me just start it with this. If you read the Bible, you can truly see rules and regulations. And you can identify with those rules and regulations. And you can use it as a book to teach you what's right and what's wrong and what you should do and what you shouldn't do and what other people should do and what other people shouldn't do. But there's an underlying current in the Bible to me that teaches you, that shows you it's about belief and unbelief. Well, what do you mean, Brock, when you say about belief and unbelief? Okay, so let me just give you a couple of examples that come off the top of my head. Um, Adam and Eve, right? They ate from the tree. They ate the fruit. Now, if you look at it, you can say, "Oh, well, they were disobedient." That's why. Yeah, you can look at it that way, or you can look at it in a way they didn't believe that God said everything there was theirs. They have dominion. They have. They could live. They could live forever because if they eat from the tree, they die. So it boils down to their belief and unbelief. They didn't believe him, so they ate from the tree. When you get to the Israelites going into the promised land, um, you can say, "Oh, they were disobedient. They didn't go. Look at all the things they did in the wilderness. They were disobedient to Moses. They didn't follow God's rules. He was killing them left and right." But no, they didn't get into the promised land because of unbelief. They didn't believe that God was going to give them the land. So they had to wander for 40 more years. And actually, God says it later on in the book of Hebrews. They couldn't enter into his rest because of unbelief. And I've seen sometimes where the Bible calls evil unbelief, just not believing God, not taking God at his word. And even when Jesus healed people, a lot of times he didn't say that I'm healing you because of my power. He said it's because of your faith. You know what I'm saying? It's because of your faith you were healed. So that's just one thread line. I mean, in each of those things, we can go in deeper and deeper. But today, I hope this ain't, this is just something I was thinking about today. And I'm going to wrap it up because I don't really like trying to keep my videos super long. But I just want to drop this out there. If you guys want to talk about it more, we can talk about it more. But what if a lot of this happens in the Bible, happens on the inside of us, right? Let's say that God is doing something in your spirit. You've been reborn in your spirit. We don't know how. We don't know how it happens. We don't know, but it happens, right? You have an awakening. You know, you become you become woke. You know, and we even turn that into a bad word, but you become woke to some extent. And if you look at it like Jesus came, right? Jesus was woke. Jesus uh, was doing things and believing things differently, right, than people around him were. And he was trying to teach people, hey man, God is in me. Me and the Father are one. He is uh, he is showing me. He don't even want you to call him God. He wants you to call him Father. And me and the Father are one. And the kingdom of heaven is within you. You know, you can have Christ in you. You know, the Holy Spirit is going to live in you. These are all things Jesus was saying, right? But Jesus ended up being killed by the religious people. His own people turned on him and they all wanted him crucified, right? And he died. So let me throw this out there just for my haters. You know, and he was resurrected and he, you know, whatever you want to say. So, but think about it in your own life, right? You're going through life, you're going to church. Jesus was taught in church. He was taught he went to the synagogue or whatever you call it. He was taught. And then one day he realized uh, that God was in him, right? Because he was fully man, fully God. But he realized that God was in him. And when he did, you can call that sort of a spiritual awakening, right? So you have the same thing. You're walking around, you're doing things, you start to feel that there's more to life than what you're experiencing. And then you have a divine moment from God, right? Where you know, I don't know how it happens. It happens in each of us differently, but you know that God is in you. You know that he's living, breathing in you. His spirit is in you. And the Bible comes alive. Spiritual concepts come alive. And you start to question certain things that religion has taught you. And because you're so full of light and so full of his energy, you start sharing it with people. You start sharing it with your pastors, with your friends. And if it's like me, man, you get crucified for that. People don't understand it. They don't, maybe they think you're going down off the deep end and you literally are walking through that story of being crucified. You know what I'm saying? You're really walking through that story of being crucified, just like Jesus did. And I'm sure we can dig into deeper into each of those situations on the Jesus walk. But even if you look at your life as a metaphor for what happened with the Israelites, when you were trapped in Egypt, like the Hebrews were trapped in Egypt, God sent somebody to you, to a Moses figure to you, to tell you to set you free. You know what I'm saying? To get you outside of this trap of this world that isn't providing us anything, right? He sent a Moses figure to you. So that Moses figure, whoever it may be, a pastor, a friend, or somebody, they come in to get you out of this trap. So you usually end up in church, like they did. They created a temple. They created rules that you had to follow. But that's just the beginning. He got you out, right? But you needed rules because you were a baby in this thing. So you needed rules to kind of guide you, to kind of steer you in the direction you needed to go, right? And then God starts telling you about, hey, there's a promised land, right? There's a promised land that I made for you. Because he does, in some kind of way, he lets you know that it's something better than what you're going through. It's better than the church life, the churchianity. It's something more and better and deeper. He comes to provide you rest and peace and assurance and all of those things, and confidence and deliverance from fear. But you know what? Just like they did, we start to think about, oh Lord, I can't get into that. You know, I see your promised land, But I'm scared, man. Everything in there, I got all these things going on in my life. I can't hop over that wall. I can't jump over that fence. I can't do it. So you know what? It's not that God didn't want you in, your unbelief kept you from going in. So now we wander around the mountain again, 30, 40, however long it takes us to wander around the mountain. But he does send you another awakening because he's a God that never gives up. Love never fails. He's going to find a way to get you in there. But I think those are two good examples, enough for today. I already know, hopefully, once I edit it down, and I always feel like I'm all over the place, so I got to re edit this and hopefully put it in a logical order for you. But yeah, so I'm just looking at the Bible differently. I think it's a deeper spiritual concept than what we see. And if I tried to tell you what's going on in my own life, I feel like I don't fear anymore. I feel like I don't worry about sin anymore. I just know that Christ is in me. You know what I'm saying? Living, breathing in me. And I don't want to go back over what I may have said, but when you try to vlog 75 days, to give you a little piece of showing me how I'm starting to reign, you might hear a little bit. But I was also thinking I'm not going to label these as day one, day two. I'm just going to try to find the title of what I'm doing and put a title on it, and you'll just see the day. Because honestly, I don't even remember what day I'm on right now. But, you know, thank you for listening to me today. I'm going to go get this haircut. I think I'm going to go by the grocery store. I've been thinking about cooking some barbecue country ribs in the oven. I got to look up a recipe. Either that or we'll do chicken sandwiches, but I think we're going to do country style ribs in the oven. For one, my wife makes this breakfast fried rice, and I have some rice left over for that. So, that's what it is. Thank y'all. I holla. What up, what up? Your boy clean. He clean. He done got the cut. The cut is right. It's haircut day. National Haircut Day. You know what I'm saying? I know it's been a minute. I gotta do better and staying on top of that. It ain't like I ain't got no job that I can't keep my stuff fresh. I know I was like, man, I was like, I'm gonna start cutting it myself, but he did a good job shaping everything up though. You know what I'm saying? So it looked good to me. I like it. So hey, just had to show y'all the after effect. Just the after effect of what we got going on. But yeah, looking clean shine, feel like a new man. Need to make some new videos. Y'all be good. Hey y'all, so I'm keeping this part of the video in because I went to the park. I got a fresh cut. I'm thinking everything is good, right? And I record something. And now when it's time for me to edit this video, I realized I didn't capture any damn thing that I was talking about. And the camera looked a little fuzzy. But the haircut looked good though. Don't know what the hell I was talking about. But I bet I bet it was good. I was probably saying some good motivational stuff about how good I feel and how this is all progressing. And man, it's just fantastic that
everything works the way that it's supposed to work when you hit the record button. So for all the content creators out there who are making videos, man, double check your sound quality. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that when you putting some good stuff out there that you actually hit the record button. That's what you got to do. After this, I ended up going to the grocery store, and that's where I wrapped up the video. But I wanted to give you an explanation, and I don't know how long this will be, but um, I'm gonna shorten this portion of the video. But I think I talked for like 15 minutes, and I don't know what the hell I was talking about. Y'all be good. Take care. I'm out.